Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we are going to talk about how to get into a more comfortable Cobra in the middle of a sun salutation. Cobra is one of the basic shapes, the more foundational shapes. However, because it looks so basic, and we always do it in the middle of a sun salutation, like in the middle of a series of movements, that's why a lot of times there's not much explanation given. And when there's not much explanation given, and when it's set in the middle of shapes, as in between a chaturanga and a downward facing dog, a lot of times the shape is not really paying much attention to. But then, because the shape is a backbend, it's something that is very unnatural to our body, at least in our everyday lives. And if we rush through it, chances are we won't feel that comfortable in it. And I've seen a lot of uncomfortable bodies in this shape, so I thought, okay, let's talk about this shape, how to make it more comfortable. First of all, we need to make sure to know the difference between a Cobra and an upward facing dog. So if you're unsure of the difference between the two, check out the link below in the description and you will be able to find out a little bit more. For me, when I do a sun salutation, if I want to do a Cobra, I always come from a chaturanga. I will go all the way down to the floor before I lift up. I never go into a Cobra when I am in a chaturanga with the body not touching the floor. If I'm doing a chaturanga without the body coming all the way down to the mat, and when I go up, it would be a upward facing dog. Simply, it works better for my body. So here it is. So for a Cobra, and the reason why I don't go into a Cobra from a chaturanga without the body actually touching the floor is because if I go here and I just go up like that in a Cobra, because the Cobra, the lower body's on the mat. And for Cobra, if I just dump everything into the lower back with my arms straight, as you can see, the chest is not forward. And the shoulders can easily come forward. For a lot of people in particular, if you're tight in the shoulders, if you're tight in everywhere, which a lot of people are, me included. And then if you want to look at the sky like that, as you can see, the front body is totally collapsing. Everything is happening in the lower back. That's why the lower back could feel quite unhappy. So if I must come up into a Cobra with straight arms, I would need to press the body or drag the body a little bit more forward so that at least the front shoulders could open up, could see a bit in the chest forward to take out some of the load from the lower back. And for me, if I have to do a straight arm Cobra like that from a chaturanga, that for me, it disrupts the flow. So rather what I usually do is a bent elbow Cobra. This requires a lot more muscular effort, but then to me, it feels more stable, more supported, and the transition is a lot more smoother. So let me just quickly go through how the bent elbow Cobra would look like. I'm just gonna start from coming all the way down to the floor, okay? And then shoulders rolling back. I feel the arms working a little bit more so that when I feel my triceps back on my upper arms pushing the floor away, for me, it's easier to have the upper back pressing the chest forward, okay, and taking a lot of load away from the lower back at the same time. I feel my legs extending far back behind me. For Cobra, I rarely look at the sky. I just look forward. Of course, if you want to look at the sky, that's great. Generally, would lengthen my neck instead of just tossing the head back. For me, that feels more stable in your neck and less stress in the throat. So doing everything together in a more of a flowy state with the bent elbow Cobra. So I'll start from plank, chaturanga all the way down, shoulders back, lifting up, and then going back. Rather than going all the way down and then up. For me, my body doesn't like it that way. Straight arms, chest immediately go back. So rather, if I have to go with straight arms, it would be chaturanga, outward facing dog, where my legs, my thighs are not touching the floor anymore, I feel that push and the lift a lot better, a lot more supported than with the straight arm cobra. So next time when you're doing a sun salutation, just see how things are for today. Just see how the body is. If it doesn't feel too strong, you know, to do a bent elbow cobra, or to do not a bent elbow cobra, or just a more supported cobra, don't go up that high. Okay, if you're here, if you feel like it doesn't feel very, very stable today, then go up like that. Beautiful. Okay, you're still enjoying every benefit of it. You can breathe a little bit better, I can be assured of that. Just a gentle reminder, cobra is not determined by how high your cobra is. It's about how you feel, how open you feel, you know, because it's a back bend. Back bend is more like a front body opening shape. So it's not just the lower back doing all the work. You want to feel the entire front body able to open and expand. That's it. Like my video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and practice with me. DM me here, IG and Facebook, and I'll get back to you ASAP. Take it easy. Bye bye.